In this question, we need to move the points on each of the four graphs and match them with their appropriate domain and range. If we start by taking a look at the legend over here on the left-hand side, you'll notice that we use an open circle when we want to exclude a point, and we use a closed or filled-in circle when we want to include a point. So we'll use that information as we move forward. Let's start with the first question here. The domain goes from -8 to 4, but notice that they want us to include 4 and exclude the -8. So let's set the -8 first. We'll move it to -8 like so. Now we'll deal with the range. The range goes as low as -4 like that. In addition, we'll deal now with the other point. The other point goes as high as 4 in the domain, so we'll move it over 1. And the range goes up to 6, like so. So you'll notice that the x value goes from -8 to 4. It includes 4 just like so. And the range goes from -4 to 6 and includes 6 like it asked us to do. Let's move on to the next one. Notice here that the point that they want us to have filled in, like so, is on the left-hand side. So let's switch the order first of all like that. We want the domain to go to -6. We want the range to go down to -4, like so. We want the x value to go to 10. And finally, the range needs to come down 1 to 6. So again, we have the closed or the filled in dot on the left-hand side and the open dot to match our inequalities on the right-hand side. This one, we have an open circle we want to have on this side, and we have a filled in or closed circle on this side. The domain goes from -2, and the range is at -3, like so. The x value goes as high as 9, and we are including that point, so that's why it's a filled in circle. And it's going to go as high as 8, like so. Last but not least, we have our quadratic graph here. The other graphs we dealt with were all linear. This one is quadratic. We know that by the parabolic shape. The domain is set of all real numbers, and of course that's the case for any parabola, so nothing needs to change there. The range, though, is y is greater than or equal to -3. Right now, the range would be y is greater than or equal to 0. So we need to move that down 3 units, like so. So now we've manipulated all 4 of our graphs to match the appropriate domain and range. Let's check our solutions, and we are correct.